By completely skipping a form and going to its next level, it was clear Vegeta's physical strength was still ahead of Goku's. But think about the way they achieved Super Saiyan Blue in the first place. They had been thrown into space, full of paralyzingly heavy god energy. Vegeta was the first to discover how to easily move in this space. It was his understanding of ki control that sped up the process, leading to him achieving a form at the same time as Goku, rather than always after. If Vegeta is really stronger in physical ability alone, then why can he still not pass Goku? Don't be quick to forget the first lesson Vegeta ever received from Whis. Physical training would never solely get him to the level that he desired to be. Goku was ahead of him because of greater ki control. When Whis noticed that Vegeta was ahead solely in physical strength, he knew that if Vegeta evened the playing field in the only way that he was behind, he would then be the one ahead. This is where Vegeta's most important test came into action. Soon after meeting the fighters from Universe 6, Goku decided to take training into his own hands. This is a very important detail that gets swept under the rug. Considering Goku is the main character of the show, it didn't really matter all that much what Vegeta was up to during that time. However, they made it a point to show Vegeta still training with Whis. So not only did Vegeta have an entire 6 months of learning the ways of ki control and preparing his body to move without thinking before Goku got there, he also received much more time with the master of these concepts after Goku had left. And by the time the Tournament of Power had been announced, Vegeta had learned his lesson. As with any other critical fight, the only way to significantly increase the amount of training time is to enter the hyperbolic time chamber. Vegeta ignored the warnings to not destroy the chamber, as he had before his fight with Zamasu. But what was different proved that the pattern was still changing. This was the first time anyone had ever left looking exactly the same as when they had walked in. No sweat fell, no clothes were ripped, it was unmistakable. He had done no physical training at all, only training his ki control. Not only the one thing Whis had stated was holding him back from surpassing Goku, but also the main practice needed to learn Ultra Instinct. This brings us to the biggest question of all. Does that mean Vegeta's new form is Ultra Instinct? To answer that, there's one thing that really needs to be cleared up about this form. It isn't a form. But understand this, what you see here is not just the Ultra Instinct technique. Therefore, Vegeta also needs to achieve something similar to what Goku has in order to use the Ultra Instinct technique as well. And Vegeta's been showing tendencies of this powerful movement for quite some time now. Many remember the moment Ribrian's ugly face caused him to instinctively jump out of the way. But what many don't remember happened much sooner than this. When Whis ignored Vegeta's request to take him to fight Beerus, Vegeta decided he would have to use force, but he physically was unable to. He felt an energy stronger than ever before coming from Whis, and his body was warning him not to approach it. That says he's already had the ability to use Ultra Instinct. Now the problem was how to awaken it. But when Goku awakened Ultra Instinct for himself, Vegeta was left in the dust again. Yet the break in the old pattern stayed strong. Vegeta wasn't upset at all to see Goku surpass him. Compare that with the moment he realized Goku's new power was what Whis had explained to them long ago. The anger and jealousy was back. So why the change? There has to be a reason he regressed back into his old pattern. The answer is found in the timing of these two events. Vegeta's memory of that day on Beerus' planet came to him during the Kefla fight. Goku's Ultra Instinct abilities had clearly improved at this time. Vegeta was angry again because now Goku had surpassed him. Watching the first Ultra Instinct fight didn't bother Vegeta because he knew he had some kind of power that was equivalent to Goku's. You're probably wondering how he didn't recognize the form then, because of the break in the pattern that we've been talking about. Remembering that Vegeta's physical strength has always been above Goku's. I had predicted back in November, Vegeta would get a normal physical boost in strength that most of their forms give them. But with him now having a much better control over his ki, this boost would be in his Super Saiyan Blue form, giving him a form that was exclusive only to him, thus breaking the normal pattern between Goku and Vegeta. So how could that possibly be stronger than Goku's Ultra Instinct? Well, in my Discord server, they helped me answer that, the Super Active Anna fam. Use the link in the pinned comment to join the Discord server. Don't think I'm saying Vegeta doesn't have Ultra Instinct as well. We saw the proof that his tendencies for this technique are getting stronger and stronger by the minute. It's getting closer and closer to being awakened within Vegeta as well, if not already awakened. Many have the idea that this new form is the same power level as Goku's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, since that's what Goku appeared to be using in this scene. Thing is, there's not much we can understand about a form in such a short amount of time, but the shiny eyes Vegeta now has is unmistakably similar to Goku's, while in his Ultra Instinct Omen form. So regardless if he's fully awakened the Ultra Instinct technique or is still in the process of doing so, Vegeta's new form is pushing him past Goku. And here's why I say that. By comparing Goku's two Ultra Instinct fights, we saw that he improves with this technique each time he uses it, as expected of any new ability that a Saiyan achieves. Specifically, he is improving his ability to attack without thinking about it first. The dodging, he's got down pat. This is why Goku was able to do damage to Jiren, but it wasn't effective at all. With Vegeta being more physically strong and having a more aggressive style of fighting than Goku, it only makes sense for him to be able to do something like this. Even before reaching any new levels. But I know what you're thinking. Even Vegeta said Jiren was stronger and faster when he had fought Goku, making these attacks much less impressive. Does it really though? Jiren did make it pretty clear that he wasn't tired. He was just holding back against Vegeta. We should have assumed he was from the start. He's been holding back against everyone. Which made me wonder, why was Jiren purposely holding back more with Vegeta than with Goku? Consider this, Jiren had already fought Goku with the same Super Saiyan Blue form that Vegeta was attempting to take him down with. With that being said, the thought never crossed his mind that there are different levels of strength associated with a Saiyan form depending on the holder of the form. In other words, Jiren instantly underestimated Vegeta based solely on the form he was using. He thought that if Goku was barely able to do anything to him in Super Saiyan Blue, and even when he went higher to use Kaioken times 20, then there was no possible way Vegeta would be able to do anything to him either. But he did. Vegeta proved that just because he was using a form that Goku could also use didn't mean he had the same strength, further showing us that Vegeta is physically stronger than Goku, and therefore deserving of this added physical boost in his Super Saiyan Blue form, having enough dodging Ultra Instinct tendencies already showing through. Mixed with his ascended Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta is the perfect match for Jiren. However, it's clear that even this is not good enough to beat such a monster. But even now that Goku and Vegeta have accepted the fact that they have to depend on each other and will finally work together, it makes you wonder,